seductive. We were busy scrolling through social media and watching some of her videos with Neda. Neda said, "I'm with you in Yemen, where are you? Why are you so restless?" I said, "It's related to those documents, I also brought Mona into my game." She looked at me in surprise. "She's one of the problems. How did she agree, or rather, did you agree with her?" I was supposed to hold her hand and pull her out of this swamp. I promised her a life like this. She looked around, took my hand and got up. "Let's go, this is no place to talk." We went to my room. Neda asked me to be quiet for a few minutes. Suddenly she went to the door and opened it. She looked around carefully and meticulously. Then she closed the door more calmly and sat down on the bed next to me. "You're crazy. You're trapped." That's when you offered her to continue this life. Are you so sure of yourself? How simple he is to listen to you. I know you're not the same as before, but to be honest, this is stupid. You wanted me to do nothing. What should I have done? As soon as Mahan's dismissal caused them to receive millions of dollars in regular money, it was because of me that I told Nargis. He got the hook. I want someone to look after Mayan and even Armin. You think this is one of the plans of the supervisor? Neda Pav was confused. What should I say? Is there a problem now? Armin wants those documents. I became the intermediary because no one doubts me and is not sensitive right now. Pray that everything goes well. There has been no news so far. They are going to deliver them to me. No news is good news. But one piece of advice, don't trust anyone, not even me, 100%. I stared into her eyes. You too. The person who is closest to me and my sister. Who do I have if you turn against me? My tears flowed. She silently wiped my tears with her hand as always. I am now on Armin's side and in Armin's front. So he might ask me to do something that would hurt you too. I want you to be prepared. This game you have fallen into is not easy at all. Armin wants to destroy the problems from the root and bury them in the black soil. This is not even because of my father, but because of that uncle and indirectly because of Nargis. It is Mayan who unveiled Bahram. So I might have to stab you, like that famous story about a man who was drilling holes in and destroying a ship. Everyone got angry and beat him up. But later they realized that the ruler there was taking over healthy ships by force. So they owed that man. I couldn't believe it. This was the same Neda, my friend and sister. The way she looked and spoke was both a threat and advice. I said involuntarily and with the same resentment, "You have changed a lot, you are still the same Neda." "That's right," she smiled and said. "To a great extent, being with Iblis changes your way of thinking. He is also free from your charity." And she continued, "Now you don't want to look at me like a cat and cry. Let's sleep together and have a good night's sleep for now." I nodded and lay down next to her. Neda fell asleep after a while. I looked at her for a while. But for fear of the heavy look and her waking up, I also closed my eyes to sleep. As soon as I could, I called Mona via text message. Where was Mayan last night and what did she do? Did anything happen? No, I was paying attention to her. I saw that she was very upset, so I suggested we go out and take a walk. I was surprised that she accepted easily and didn't make excuses. She looked for you and then she was relieved when she talked to you. My eyes widened in surprise and my mouth dropped open. He talked to me. Where and when? They were playing roles for me. They had gained so much influence and dominance. I wrote, yes, I felt his frustration, and then he didn't say anything more. About my family, Bahram? You know they had a confrontation. Of course. It wasn't very pleasant and I broke like a china plate. That family doesn't know how to be respectful. I had heard more or less. None of you would give a damn. I wrote, well, it's a kind of family relationship. You know better than anyone that when you tell everything and everyone understands, it can be like that day, Hadith and Mahmoud, and they're not having children. The girl's game, Agajan, Mayan doesn't like it either. Yes, that's right. Now that you've achieved what you wanted, what's next? Just don't leave me in the dark so that I'm surprised and then say you ruined the game. I'm your partner. I wrote. I will give you the information in a timely manner and enough so that you don't get caught, but because of your own shadow and because no one knows about our relationship. You have to be creative with the same information and its aspects. Life has wins and losses and we have to be aware of both. Thank you for everything. Good night. Good night. The messages were deleted.